have here, we have two Seymour Duncan humbucking pickups. The question is, which one is fake? Let's take a look, and I'll tell you right off the bat, this is the real one, although this is not an Invader pickup. This is a pickup I originally ordered, and I said, you know what, I don't like that one. I'm gonna get the Invader. So this one's been sitting on standby. This one right over here, this is the one I ordered from China, and it was a two-piece set. Here's the other one right here. That's the neck. This is for the bridge. Okay, big B down there for bridge. If you're a Seymour Duncan fan, you've already seen probably more obvious signs of why this is a fake, but we'll get to that soon. Also, it came with a pre-wired kit as well with those two pickups. And the reason why, yeah, it's all pre-wired and ready to go. The only reason why I say that is because the entire package here cost me about $42. Let's surmise that that's going to be red flag number one, because there's no way in the world that you can get a pickup that's normally about $99 on average. You're not going to certainly get two with wiring for a whopping $42. And also too, the extent of the shipping, which takes anywhere upwards of 2 weeks. And they are disclosed in there, which is one thing I will give them, that the product does come from China. We do know that this is coming from a country that does a lot of knockoffs. They got the Seymour Duncan on there, and I'm thinking there's no way that can be Seymour Duncan. So how can we tell? Well, let me get my Seymour Duncan out here, and we'll start looking at the differences. And by the way, I've already been online and I've Googled this out, and I have seen the differences close up. So going through this will be much easier for me. Let's go over the name Seymour Duncan, because there is a difference on there when it comes to fonts. Now you're gonna have to look at it. The Seymour Duncan up here, the font is more bold. You see that? How it's more bold. This is not. The Seymour Duncan of the real one is just slightly longer than the one here at the bottom. Look where it ends up here by the screw, and look where it ends up here by the screw. The E is really kind of in the middle of that screw. The E over here is definitely to the left of the screw. So you can see they looks like they went up one, maybe two fonts, and a little bit bolder. That's a difference right there. And again, this is the kind of stuff you'll find in China. It's when it comes to quality control, you are not going to find it. I didn't see any real need to take this out of the encasement. And one of the reasons why is because on the back here is where you're gonna see the most obvious difference, and that's the color, okay? The one from China, which on a sticker says Made in America, I love that. We'll get to that in just a moment. First of all, this is bronze plated or whatever metal. Obviously the cheapest way they can find to coat metal to where it's not going to rust. We have the silver, and look at this. Seymour Duncan has been around for a long time. Unlike these factories in China that are on a revolving basis and they just throw stuff out there. Seymour Duncan has punching machines. So when these are punched out, they also punch out the logo Seymour Duncan. And also too, the Made in America is stamped in as well. It's not on a printed label like this one is here. That's probably one of the biggest, if not most definitive differences that you'll find on a Seymour Duncan, a fake one compared to a real one. Now let's get to those tags. This is what I was noticing. Look at Seymour Duncan. Let's just take a look at this tag here. We've got 2021 02 19, so February 19th, 2021. All right, that's about a year and 4 months ago that this was made. SH4. Well, the point I'm trying to show here, everything is in capital letters. Look at this. Everything is capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. N is correct, and a capital A for America, that's correct. Capital letters, not like this. Also, their date, they just have 22 down here. And again, I don't understand how people in China just can't Google this stuff out and say, oh, okay, I got it. They use the whole year in there, not just an initial year, which would be like the 22. Yeah, we got to jump on that and get that figured out. The font is too big over here. It wouldn't matter. I mean, once you get to the sticker, it wouldn't be relevant because you can already tell from the encasement and all the other things I showed you as well is not real. And then these two are kind of are just cued off in essence. They have these wires out here and here, which, and again, I don't think I see any big difference, but they do have this wound up, and they do have these wires here sticking out, and there's the ground as well on that. But these two are kind of wound all together, indicating that as well the green and black wires are used. But outside of that, yeah, those are the major differences that you're going to find between these two are going to be the back encasement, and also too the fonts, not just on the sticker on the back, but also the way they imprinted it on the front. And again, I guess this is China. They're just in too much of a hurry to make pickups. They don't really bother with their quality control to see if they can make one look like the real thing. I mean, it's close, but it's absolutely not even no cigar. I mean, it's almost as if Seymour Duncan just wants to be like, hey, this is us. We got the bigger font. And over here, it's like, we didn't really do our research and really take a look at this stuff. In comparison, when it comes to a knockoff, this is very weak. It was too easy to find the errors on this, or the differences, I should say, on this compared to what I was finding online. And I just happen to have a real one as well. So for 40 bucks, why not? Also, the next step is, will these things sound good compared to how a Seymour Duncan normally sounds? We're going to have to check that out as well. But that's going to be in another video. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. If you have any suggestions or any comments, please leave them below. And as you're moving your cursor below to make a comment, just hit that subscribe button.